Now we return to Wings on the Discovery Channel. The United States Army's array of helicopter power has often been described as the world's third largest air force. Indeed, one particular type of helicopter, the Bell UH-1, has been built in larger numbers than any other military aircraft since World War II. Officially, it's named the Iroquois, but American fighting men everywhere call it the Huey, an odd name derived from its original designation of HU-1. First flown in 1956, it still serves in large numbers as the standard tactical airlifter. Hueys can carry squads of up to 14 troops, and in the resupply role can lift 2,000 pounds of cargo. Though different versions of the Huey serve all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces, by far the greatest numbers sport the Army's olive drab. Most of them will spend their operational life perilously close to enemy land forces. They survive by flying nap of the earth, often literally brushing through grass and treetops whenever they're within range of hostile missiles or artillery. Hueys never stay in one place for long, and their pilots have plenty to do, having to navigate accurately, keep an eye open for enemy fighters, and, perhaps the most unnerving of all, avoid wire strikes. They must also avoid being overrun on the ground by fast-moving mechanized enemy units. Hueys are made by Bell Helicopter Textron, the same company that manufactured the OH-58 Kiowa. The Kiowa is used by both the Army and Navy, but the chief customer is the Army, which uses it as a battlefield scout platform. Though it can accommodate 5 or even 6 passengers, the Kiowa usually has just 2 on board, one of whom may be a general, eager to see exactly what's going on the battlefield.
Tango 42. Enemy armor at November Bravo 185120.
Such reconnaissance means ground-hugging, nap-of-the-earth flying. To counteract a catastrophic wire strike, Army Kiowas are fitted with cable cutters. Helicopters do much more than fly trucking and scouting missions. These tough brutes could take on an armored division. They are the Cobras, or Snakes, officially named the AH-1G Huey Cobra. Though derived from the original UH-1 Huey, they have a slim fuselage with a fighter-like cockpit for the pilot and gunner, the latter sitting in front and lower to give both men a nearly perfect view all around. Cobras come in different versions, with either 1 or 2 engines. Most are able to fire up to 8 deadly TOW missiles, which can pierce through the toughest armor. Under the nose is a power-driven turret with a 20 or 30 millimeter cannon. Each Cobra also wields up to 76 air-to-ground rockets. When enemy armor appears, the Cobra cautiously unmasks for a few seconds, just long enough to fire a TOW missile and guide it to its target. At a range of 3,000 meters, a head-on Cobra is almost invisible. After each missile is fired, the Cobra dips behind natural cover and moves to a different location. The Army's new assault helicopter is the Sikorsky UH-60A Blackhawk. Powered by 2 1,500-horsepower General Electric engines, the Blackhawk carries a crew of 3 and up to 14 troops or 6 litter casualties. Slung loads of up to 8,000 pounds can be hauled by this rugged machine. Biggest and most powerful of the Army's helicopters is the Boeing Vertol CH-47 Chinook. This bird has an unusual layout with tandem rotors, one at the nose, the other at the tail. The latest version, the CH-47D, can lift off at a weight of 50,000 pounds, carrying a payload heavier than the helicopter itself. But wounded are its most precious cargo, and in evacuating as many as 24 casualties at a time, it may perform the most valuable assignment on the battlefield.
Captain Otto Pernato, flying the FB-111 to Plattsburgh, New York, in wings. We'll be right back on the...
Another of the world's most powerful air forces belongs to the United States Navy. The main striking power of the Navy is vested in 14 giant carrier battle groups, which can deploy air power anywhere in the world. Each battle group is based around a colossal aircraft carrier that displaces as much as 90,000 tons and has a crew of 6,000. They are giant floating air bases, packed with everything needed to sustain a massive air operation, yet able to move 500 miles in a single day. At over $30 million each, the Grumman F-14 Tomcat is one of the world's most expensive fighters. Its price tag reflects its capabilities. No other aircraft can simultaneously pick out 6 hostile aircraft and shoot them all down from a distance of over 100 miles. Fitted with swing wings, the F-14 has a crew of 2 and carries a 20-millimeter gun and 3 different kinds of air-to-air missiles. Its task is to defend the fleet against attack from the air. The newest Navy and Marine Corps fixed-wing combat aircraft is the McDonnell Douglas FA-18. The single-seat Hornet was designed to replace the F-4 as a fighter and the A-7 as an attacker. It can operate by day or night. The Navy's counterpart to the AWACS is the Grumman E-2C Hawkeye. It carries 2 pilots and 3 operations specialists, plus a powerful radar able to detect anything of significance within 3 million cubic miles of sky. A Sikorsky SH-3 Sea King comes topside on the elevator to the carrier's flight deck. After unfolding, it departs on an anti-submarine mission, carrying anti-submarine warfare sensors and 2 Mark 44 and Mark 46 torpedoes. The dunking sonar is used to locate submerged submarines. Smoke markers pinpoint the position of the sub. To prolong their patrol, Sea Kings can undertake in-flight refueling. The helicopter simply cruises along beside a friendly warship, taking on a fresh supply of jet fuel. The U.S. Navy's new generation of shipboard helicopter and another Sikorsky product is the SH-60B Seahawk. Based on the Army's UH-60A Blackhawk, it has been totally redesigned to fly both anti-submarine and anti-ship surveillance, day or night, in any weather. The Seahawk has 25 launchers for sonobuoys, used to detect submerged submarines. It carries a powerful radar, infrared sensors, and a magnetic anomaly detector that is towed behind the chopper when used. When it finds a submarine, the SH-60 can attack with 2 parachute-retarded torpedoes. Despite their size, Seahawks can operate from the small fantail decks of destroyers and frigates. A special Recovery Assist Secure and Traverse, or RAST system, enables the big copter to be winched down safely, even with the ship pitching in 13-foot seas. The biggest and most powerful helicopter in the Navy, the MH-53E Sea Dragon, is a special mine countermeasures version of a helicopter originally developed as an assault transport for the Marine Corps. Powered by three 4,380 horsepower engines, the Sea Dragon is an aerial minesweeper that operates out of the reach of deadly sea mines. Its internal fuel capacity is augmented by a large sponsor tank on each side, adding an additional 3,200 gallons. The Sea Dragon has the power to handle any kind of mine-sweeping gear,